probably will agree with that. Like, you know what? Keep giving. Because I've been to churches where I've seen this same type of ideology from pastors where they wanted you to continue to give no matter what. Because they're saying that if you continue to give, Jesus, God will see this and he will bless you abundantly. This is their whole thought process with that.
Pastors got to eat too.
Yeah. Man.
Feed them.
Tax-free too.
In the name of Jesus.
Anyway, man, Kenneth, Kenneth Copeland, the Creflo is out there, man, and I think they need to be re-examined. And some of them should be brought up on charge because a lot of people, when we talk about the fake doctor over here, they talk about the churches. The churches are one and the same.
Yeah, that's a fact. And this ain't no different. Run them donations, run them tax.
Definitely. But yeah, man, you was talking about Johnny Bones Jones being arrested, saying, man, I can't believe this.
I'm just going to read this story. According to a criminal complaint, officer responded to the area of 3rd Street and Central Avenue just after 1 a.m. in reference to gunshots fired. When they arrived, they found Jones inside his vehicle with the engine on. Jones told police he did not know anything about shots. Officers noticed signs of intoxication, and police said Jones admitted to officers that he had been driving earlier and intended to drive now. Police say Jones consented to a sobriety test and performed poorly on it. Police added that when he was given the breathalyzer, he tested at least twice above the legal limit. After Jones was arrested, police found a black handgun under the driver's seat and a half-empty bottle of Ricardo's 750 milliliter behind the passenger seat. I don't even know what the fuck that. You know what that is? I don't even know what that is.
Some strong shit.
Hell yeah. Jones was charged with aggravated DUI, negligent of use of a firearm and possession of an open container. He was released later Thursday and expected in court for a bond arraignment hearing on the 19th. This is the fighter's second DUI, and he was arrested last year on battery charges. Oh God, you asked me a couple months ago where he ranks, where he'll fall all time in the greatest fighters of all time. And I said, if he stays out of his own way, he easily is the greatest UFC fighter to ever live. If he stays out his own way, it doesn't look like he can. What do you think?
It's one of those things where obviously you shouldn't be drinking and driving, but it's just like he just got caught, man. I think, and I was thinking about that as you was reading it. I'm like, a lot of these guys, man, they could really ascend to certain levels, but these little things, these bumps in the road right here, even though it may not be that big of a deal, it just goes against his image, and people say, oh, he's a bad boy now. He got arrested for this and he got discharged, and oh no, but it happened again. Oh, he tested positive for this. So now it looks like it's a pattern. Me personally, I think it's one of those things where he's making it harder for himself to be put in that light that we all think he could be in, being the greatest of all time. But it's just gonna be, he's digging a deeper hole for him to climb out. And I should say, fix some of those demons or resurrect and eliminate some of those demons in his life, whether it be alcoholism or whatever he has going on in his life that he needs to fix, because you can't be getting DUIs. You got millions of dollars, like we said earlier, have somebody drive for you, call an Uber. You just can't, being the person that you are, keep getting these type of stains against your record like this. You know what I mean? It's just not going to look good. And then it's like the UFC, I'm sure. It's like the NFL, anything else. I'm sure if you do a lot of stuff, can't they put sanctions on you and shit like that and suspend you and shit?
He's already been suspended for a year. He got his belt took, got it back. He's been through it. And Dana White loves him. So he gives him, break after break after break. But it's like, dog, you're in your own home. You're in Albuquerque. It makes sense for you to be driving in a place you feel safe. But at the end of the day, if you know you're going to get crunk, have somebody fucking drive you. Already with somebody driving anyway, so you ain't social distancing. I don't want to hear that shit. Right. At least have one of your people that aren't drinking drive you. You are the brand. Let one of them motherfuckers you paying drive you around and make sure the brand is straight.
Absolutely.
Come on, dog.
Now, how about his last fight? The dude he fought. You say you almost lost that fight?
He did lose it. No. I don't want to say he lost it. And this is why I don't want to say he lost it, because in that fight, and I got to look up my man Reyes, Dominic Reyes, did everything you have to do to win, but finish the champ. John Jones is one of the greatest of all time. The fight was too close for it to go to a decision. Reyes did not win decisively. Therefore, he can't go home with the title. That's his point blank period. If you look at the strikes, they were pretty much even. John Jones was smacking it with some good leg kicks. John Jones was scoring effectively, but he was getting hit far more than what we're used to. That being said, I would love to see a rematch. I would love to see Jones come back. He's done this a couple times before where he's looked bad, but then bounced back and destroyed the opponent in the rematch. I think that will happen. And I think Jones, what he is showing, though, he's up in age and that he's not invincible the way he used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
There's some young up-and-coming hungry lions at 185 at middleweight, some at light heavyweight, that if John ain't careful and he keeps doing shit like this, they'll knock his ass out.
What would you say to his work ethic? What would you say to what you know about him? Is his work ethic on a level where, all right, if he really, gets rid of these demons, do you think you see him be able to move into a class like a Kobe or Michael Jordan or the UFC?
No,
or it's too late.
He don't have Kobe nowhere near Kobe or Jordan's work ethic, because if he did, he'd be right up there with him and Tiger Woods and everything else. His criticism and one of his biggest knocks is that he's too goddamn gifted and too naturally talented to where he could do this in his sleep and go ahead and win light heavyweight champion and keep it for 10 some odd years, only we're losing it because of himself. He's that damn talented. And if you put the work behind that, he'd be regarded in UFC the same way those people are. There'd be no doubt about it.
Right.
But his work ethic highlights why. He ain't nowhere near Jordan or Kobe. He ain't in the gym after hours. He ain't in the gym when people turn them lights on or when they're turning them off. That ain't him.
Man, that's a shame.
It's unfortunate.
My man, John Bones. But yeah, man, hopefully, the best for that brother. One of my favorite. I don't get too much of the UFC, but he's definitely one of my favorites. Nonetheless, I remember the last time I seen maybe a year or two ago, it was like a video with him, a cop video when the cop pulled him over. He's going back and forth with the cop. So it's just like this thing is following him around, man. Hopefully he can, like I said, get his demons together, because we all got them, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Definitely. But yeah, man, you're tuning into the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast with your brother Oh God and Sandman. We're going in today. I want to ask you about Drake. Sandman, I know this is kind of, whatever, but it was a live stream going on the other night. And somehow Funk Master Flex and Drake was in the live stream, and Funk Master Flex was saying some things, and Drake pretty much fired at him and called him the P word. Pussy. You can edit that out if you want.
Yeah.
But Funk Master Flex came back and said, "You ain't hard," just that and the third. What do you think about this, man? This whole, Twitter fingers now. Everybody busting Twitter fingers now.
Drake was justified in calling him that, and I'm not saying that he's right, but you heard the criticism that Flex has given him over the years, and we know how hypersensitive people are.
Right.
So if he wanted to sit back and call him that over an IG Live, I think Flex just sat back and laughed at it and took it for what it is. It was harsh criticism, even though I would have to agree with him on certain aspects, and I'm sure Drake at some point or another, when the years or when it's all said and done, will call us pussies too. But it is what it is.
So who you saying is a pussy?
I ain't saying anybody's pussy. I'm just saying what do I agree with?
Yeah.
I don't agree with anybody. I just feel like Jake is cool in saying it because he's been smacked around. So if he wanted to defend himself and call and do that, that's cool. If he does it in his face, even more power, even more respect.
Yeah, okay. In his face. Come on, man.
We'll see. I'm just saying. Even more power, even more respect, huh?
You think Drake will say it in his face? Nah. No, me either.
But
I think Drake he's like a fun guy.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, obviously he has an entourage. He could pay for security, but at the end of the day, I think he's just a cool dude. You might want to go shoot hoops with him or something, or whatever. Play Degrassi or watch Degrassi. Nah, man.
Yeah.
It's your boy, man.
I ain't got no problem with Drake, man. Salute to all.
Damn. Damn.
Nah, I ain't got no problem with it, man. Salute to Flex too, man. That's all we got. We done today. We had our man Michael Novell, the pastor, Drake, Bones.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna talk about what is this joint that I was looking at? You know what I mean earlier. But yeah, man, if you're tuned in though, man, you loving the show today, hit that 5-star rating for your boys here on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Also, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Now, Young Chop. I don't know if you know this cat, Young Chop. He was talking to Gilly, on a live stream, and he pretty much was saying that he was going on all these rappers, and he said one of the rappers in particular, Meek Mill, who's like he's scary in real life. I think he talked about Weezy being scary in real life, and a few other people.
Cass.
Yeah, which is
Wayne.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Obviously, some of them probably are scary. You know how we get around people like. You would think somebody's a certain way, and it's like, yo, this dude's a bitch.
That's okay. I was going to ask you, define scary. He's just a punk ass motherfucker.
Nigga.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Come on, dog. You know scary. Scary niggas.
For the group, nigga. That's all. What the fuck does scary mean? But
yeah, it's like he jumping and shit. You come in the room and shit. But nah, man. It was surprising to hear him say it about Meek. Even though we don't think that Meek is imposing figure like that, obviously. All these other guys that he's naming, you know what I mean? But Meek Mill pretty much came out and said it's obviously Chop is having some mental issues. Y'all be gassing stuff so much, y'all just gonna ignore it. I've been getting beats from him for years. Hope he get well. So that's what Meek Mill had to say about that. I don't think too much about it, to be honest.
No, I seen it and I ain't really think too much on it when I saw it either. I didn't want to run for it with it for attention purposes, you know what I'm saying? Even though it was I guess it was a little story. You've seen certain people platforms running with it and shit. I don't know if Meek's scary. Meek, you never even heard Meek or any of his people that he's ever been around claim him to be some strong, big old tough guy. But that don't mean the brother ain't got heart. That don't mean the brother's never looked in the eye of some real shit and had to stand man to man with it, line for line with it. Everybody saying that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you think just because he wasn't out here shooting and busting guns that makes him scary, then I don't know.
Supposedly he was. I don't know. Back in the day in Philly, but who knows, man?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, great show today, man. Great show. We had a perfect interview earlier with your boy, man. One of the people that actually paid to get his song. We got a special right now going on for the family. Right now, you get 2 songs on our platforms and 1 20-minute interview. Hit me up at ohgod@hiphopun.com, or you can hit Sam man at dlsmedia1@gmail.com, and we could definitely let you know what you got to do to get them songs up there ASAP, bro. Definitely.
Indeed, man. Great podcast today. We got Financial Friday tomorrow with our brother Khan Sue, and Darren Marion, CEOs out in Indiana, Chicago. Can't wait. We got some big news with them brothers tomorrow, so you stay tuned for the live edition of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. You never know who'll be in the building. You never know what we have in store. So keep them notification bells ringing. Keep them subscriptions up on all 3 platforms. Viral Hip Hop News Uncensored, the Uncensored Truth Podcast official channel. We appreciate y'all, man. About to get out of here for the poll. Start pulling people over. 8:30 curfew. Oh, God.
Yeah.
8:30 curfew.
Yeah, fuck that curfew.
Yeah. You know? Hey, fuck it. No, I ain't gonna say that. I don't know how many ESTs.
Just telling you going to the store. You know what I mean? Going to the pharmacy.
I work at Walmart. Nigga. Fuck out my face.
Yeah, man. We out of here, man. Y'all have a great day. Y'all be safe. Wash your hands. Use sanitizer and all that good stuff. We back tomorrow, like he said, man. And we're opening up the mentorship program. So stay tuned for that announcement tomorrow night. All right, it's your boy Sam man, Viral Hip Hop News. Your brother, Oh God, Hip Hop News Uncensored. Together with the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Over and out. Peace.